immediately after the concert, how was it for you? How did you experience it?
Well, it was intense. It is always intense. I think it's in a way intense in a relaxed way, if you can say. I mean, it's a performance situation. You want to give the audience an experience. You want to give them something, and that is taking energy, and that energy is kind of somewhere still in you, or maybe on the way out. But yeah, it's this kind of in-between land, I think.
And how did you feel the situation of being in this field? I mean, in the open air, in the beauty of nature.
In the middle of the nature. I mean, I cannot be anywhere better.
No.
I mean, it's the dream to what you have created here, with so close to the beautiful city and still so in the middle of nature with the birds and with nothing else. I very much enjoy these kind of spaces.
Because during the concert, are you aware of everything? I mean, it's so open. Hundreds of people walking in and out. There is the birds, there is the sun, there is the wind. I mean, you're playing difficult music?
Yeah,
and
I mean, I am present, yes.
Present, yeah.
I'm present, yeah. I am there. I'm focused. Of course, in a way, I am in my own bubble. You have to be, I think, because you have your thing. There's something moving on the ground right now, but that's interesting. This is fascinating. You have to film this.
This is awareness. You're looking on the ground. It was moving, a mole.
It was moving, right?
We call it a mole. What is it in Norwegian?
Muldvarp.
Muldvarp.
Yes.
But he listened to us.
Is he gonna come up and bite my foot right now?
No.
Okay.
He's not there. He's blind.
All right.
He won't.
But you saw the moving, right?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Okay.
But this is awareness.
Awareness. I am present. I am in the performance. But I mean, it is important. I mean, what we have missed for such a long time is the exchange of energy, when to be able to communicate. Yes. You also need something back, right? Of course. And so that's what I have missed for a long time, and to really feel it like I did today. That is fantastic, because it goes both ways. Yeah.
And you felt it with this audience?
I did, yes, very much.
They were eager, or
they were. I mean, they were really listening. I mean, it was a lot of people, right?
Hundreds.
Right. So and still you could hear the silence, and I think that is always very fascinating. Yeah. And I think I'm happy they like the program, though.
But that's exactly one of those interesting points. When we go into a hall,
yes,
we want it to be dead silent.
Right.
And then it becomes holy.
Yeah.
Here there's nothing of the kind.
No.
So isn't something taken away, or is it something extra? I mean, or should we do something else in the concert halls?
Well, I mean, I have never been that religious about, the complete silence. I do like when people clap at let's say,
because they're
at the wrong place, or I am, I don't think it's something that is classical music, or it's, I don't like to put things in boxes and name tag it. I like when people can express what they feel in the moment, and if that is an applause that comes between a movement, that's great.
Yeah. More spontaneous.
Yes, exactly. More spontaneous, and more take away all these kind of boundaries and these rules of, you enter a concert hall, so you're not allowed to do this or that. I think we're a bit past that, right?
And this helps.
Yes, absolutely. I think these experiences help, and you are more free. You sit down, you might move. Maybe you were too close to the stage. You want to hear from behind the stage. I like this kind of 360.
Because it relaxes us as audience.
Yeah.
But you as a musician, perhaps as well.
Well, at least you allow the audience to experience the music the way they want to do it. And if that is to lay down and look at the sky, or if it's to sit on the first row to see everything, that's up to them.
Are you a nature girl? being from Norwegian?
Yeah, I think so. I think I mean, I live in the middle of the green, and I grew up with a forest behind the house, so I was practicing and then I ran out and I was climbing the trees, you know. So being close to nature is absolutely something in my DNA, yes. Important.
Yeah. And perhaps on a more metaphorical level, or nature and music have so much in common.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can just start opening the book to read about all the references the big pieces have to the nature, right?
So this is a festival in the open air, but you can't always perform on circumstances like that. So do you have an idea about the way the classical music world should go to, in what direction? I mean, in terms of communication, is there something else needed from everybody?
Well, I think we do see over the last few years that music can be presented in all shapes and forms and almost everywhere. And I'm very happy to also see that the traditional concert houses open up for different music. I think that does something. I mean, it's a house of music. Presenting music should be, in my opinion, should be, you know, music for everyone. And I mean, it's a big question, what's the future of classical music? But definitely I mean, this is, if you go way back, I think this would be a more alternative festival with other music, maybe not so typical for classical music. So I think it is going in the right direction. And I think it's very clever you see it also in the established, let's say, more core classical festivals around, that they also try to, I guess they have to have sides of the festival that are more experimental and more adventurous, and opens up for a different audience, because what is music if we do not have an audience?
And what is music without adventure?
Also, yes. So, I mean, it's music can be fantastic to be studied and to be played completely alone in a room, of course, also. But I think we've seen over the last few years that it isn't much if we cannot enjoy it together.
Exactly. And then we get room for this special form of communication, because it still can be on places like this magic.
Absolutely.
The way you communicate. What is that?
You mean the way I communicate?
No, I mean, what happens?
Well, it connects, I think.
It connects.
Right? I think the communication of music is, to me, and at least the pleasure and my inspiration is that it touches feeling. I'm not great with, I've never been great with words. I never remember, lyrics. But I think beautiful melodies and beautiful music is touching something deep inside a human being, and that is something that we feel when we hear it.
Yeah, beyond language, beyond words.
For me, beyond language, but there are people that are fantastic with language, of course.
But it in that sense, it connects.
It's universal.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you very much.